Hello and welcome to this episode of Tomb of Annihilation. My name is John Godebed. I am the GM for this campaign. We rejoin the action as the group are making their way out of the Tomb of Annihilation. But at what cost?
You are such a useless god!
What the
It
hell
does
is
more
that?
sound like you got the gold which I should have had.
I know, I'm very glad you didn't have it, because honestly, we're alive because of that. He screams at Philippe to pick up Iku and to come here. Because I assume Iku can't walk.
Iku is still unconscious at the moment.
So Philip will pick her up and bring her over there.
And could you also signal the Nothics to come?
Yes, sure.
I'm just gonna say that you've got Iku rather than bringing the token with you.
You got Iku in your inventory.
I apologise for the ridiculously loud vehicles going past my room right now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the sound of the Nocti.
Fucking fine that you have a lot of vehicles around.
They can't go out, so they keep the vehicle inside.
Civilisation looks around and asks who wants to try first. Because it's getting crowded here.
Carmilla will reach out, touches, and disappears.
Well, she's either dead or gone.
Can I at least try and contact my Patreon, John?
You close your eyes and open them again, and you are stood in a dark forest.
I didn't say anything because contacting your Patreon would be amazing.
Hello, Patreon. We welcome your kind support over at our Patreon at Final Boss Fight.
Hey, thank you all the money.
There is a raven perched on the wall.
Sup, bitch.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, so it seems like I'm able to contact you in this tomb.
You are nearing the end.
Is the pool actually the end? The teleportation. So
This is a way out.
gateway? Well, I'm glad that's
Thanks. Bye.
He's actually saying, what have you contacted? Have you seen the family? Like, is my sister alive now?
Your family does not know the death curse is ended yet, but when you return, you will be able to tell them.
Yet, no, sweet.
Your sister waits in the afterlife. She is happy at the moment. That is the way of things. That is the way that it should be. The dead go to the afterlife. You have done the Raven Queen a great service this day.
Alright, so he's gonna go back to normal realm, and he's going to... Is the portal still open?
It is still open for the moment, yes.
He is going to touch it and have Tammy touch it. It is the end, he said.
It is the
This
end!
is the way. He said, this is the way now.
Civilisation just looks around and says, "Did Roman mean the end by exit or the end by death?"
No, I said, this is the way.
You said this is the end. This is
No, this is the way.
No, you said this is the
this
end.
is the
Yeah,
end.
but I said it wrong. I said it wrong. Okay.
Dragonbait
Right.
reaches out and touches it and disappears.
I'm just going to... I don't know if Maddie's here or not. Is Maddie here?
No, yes.
I hope to frickin' Christ I am.
Touch the bottle quick.
Yes.
Such touches the
Yes, that's
I
what
can't be
Seraphine to touch the portal and go. Philippe, go
Yep.
first.
Yep, you will.
And fuck the Nothics, I'm going. Runala and Theodas touch the portal at the same time.
I just imagine Theodas cannonball jumping into the portal.
And you guys all...
Do our Nothic friends get out?
Your Nothic friends do get out.
Good.
I'm not going to bother to make another map with everybody on it, so we're just going to go back to this overlay here. You all arrive within 10 feet of the obelisk at the entrance to the tomb. Finally, for the first time in 8 days, seeing the outside world, seeing the sky clear and blue above your head, feeling the warmth, feeling the normal grass under your feet instead of stone. There aren't walls except for the cliff faces.
That's bad. It hurts. Goes back inside again. That sounds like an introvert right there.
The sun is clear and bright above your head, and for a moment the new sun is just so blinding because you have been inside for 8 days with nothing but torchlight, if that.
Just stop trying your Roma, just embrace it.
You spend the best part of the rest of the day hiking through the ruins of Omu. At one point, a trio of snakes approaches you.
No!
And they turn back into 2 bodyguards, and Fenthaza, the priestess. Yes, we're back outside. We're
not dead.
We're dead.
We're so back outside we can't see shit.
Keep gay. We made money.
Fucking joke.
Do that.
Do that.
I mean, to be fair, that would probably be the TPK with the least consequences for the
Yeah,
community.
we've finished everything. It's time to die.
Oh
We
yeah, we
didn't
forgot
plan
about
from
this guy.
square one.
I forgot
Yeah,
about
no, I
that.
didn't.
I know it was there.
He's
you know.
babysitting your child, Philippe.
A
You're still looking after the camp.
A trio of snakes approaches you and morphs into the form of Fenthaza, the now leader of the UNT, and the 2 bodyguards. And Fenthaza approaches you. You have done as you set out to do, yes?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
we have.
Inside the tomb, there was a treasure that we searched for.
Well, by all means, go in.
Would you
What were you
happen
looking for?
to have found a crown with a large black gemstone?
I mostly remember the poison gas, the poison sea, the spikes, the blades, the monsters, the giant baby.
The
Fireball.
room that you had the Bodax in, I believe you had a crown, but I don't know if you took it.
What was the Bodax?
The
Oh yeah, I did. I flinged it on the ground afterwards.
Hmm?
Don't know if anyone picked it up after that.
I don't remember that one, so I don't think I was there for it.
Gold ground with black opal. Yeah, I got it in my inventory.
I should
I just imagine the draw had it.
We
Yeah, the draw had it. We got his ashes if you want.
we would very much like the crown.
I also remembered what I've had. I think I remembered having an naval.
We don't have to take it by force if you give it to us.
That's
take it.
very accurate, but the other side of things, what is the crown to you?
It is part of a prophecy.
Oh, what's the prophecy?
Our god Dendar will rise up and eat the sun. He is birthed from the crown.
Yeah, the more you talk, the less I'm kind of wishing to give you the fucking crown.
I just love how they shit at convincing. You know, they could just say, "Did you find the crown? It belonged to us. Can we have it back?" Most people would get, "Yeah, sure, go ahead."
Or they could say the prophecy brings puppies for all.
That would be more convincing.
Right. So you want us to give you a crown so another god can come and destroy the world which we've just saved from being destroyed?
Yes, it is
Right.
our right.
You might think it's your right, but I think it's our right to save the world. We fight for this world and not for the gods which occupy it.
Then we shall take it by force.
Is the entrance to the tomb open?
No.
Damn it! I
Mind
could
you.
have flinged the thing inside.
I
Forget
was gonna
that.
say.
There is a pit of lava in this.
Wait.
Wait, I have a question.
Um,
Can Renala banish an object?
I was gonna just
It's
say.
a creature I can banish, not an object.
Ah,
And even if she did, it would return to the location that she banished it from.
True.
hmm.
But there is lava at the bottom of this map.
Yes.
We could effectively outrun and throw the crown into the lava.
Do you
Can
suggest,
occupy, I'm
do
gonna
you
sort of,
sug- do you suggest this to Theodas? Because otherwise he would fling the crown
I'm
to
going
you.
to try and say this to Theodas subtly for the sake of right next door to you. But there was lava at the bottom of this map,
If you
wasn't
say it in some sort of, I don't know, a shared language.
there?
Elvish.
I'm going to in Elven, and I say, hand me the crown and occupy them.
What are you gonna
I'm
do
going to
with
throw
it?
it in the lava.
For once, I like your plan.
Just keep them out my way.
Theodas turns to the snake, makes a very wide grin, and says, "Of course, I'm gonna give it to him," and he gives it to Riordan.
With great speed, Riordan just flexes all of his muscles and just disappears into the distance.
It's also going to be the first time I'm going to be using the actual Misty Step and stuff like that to make extra distance.
Do it, yes.
Theodas just said, "If you want it, you might want to catch him up."
The snakes all hiss at you and turn and chase Riordan, but nothing they can do allows them to keep up with the speed that he outputs. You can see him just running across rooftops and just disappearing from one place and reappearing 30 feet further
Bye,
away.
Riordan. Bye.
Oh,
I mean, having feet could have helped.
Don't do it, brother. Hi.
And as you get to the edge of the waterfall that's just falling down into the lava, Riordan, a Aarakocra
Or what now?
swoops
Oh, that's a bird people.
swoops down into the pit and just stands where floating in front of you, its wings flapping. Are you one of the people that has just been in the tomb?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I am.
Did you happen to find a black crown?
Then, did you happen to find
Fuck's sake.
the crown of the Queen?
Don't worry, just give us the fucking shopping list.
Oh my gosh.
Did you happen to find the black opal crown?
I just imagine Renala No. Okay, bye.
No, he hurriedly puts it behind his back.
One of my compatriots might have. What do you need it for?
Queen Moxanare seeks the skull chalice and the crown to be able to rule Omu again.
Oh, fuck. We haven't even fought any Avrakukra before. What the fuck are they coming on?
Wait, a skull
Everyone
chalice.
started yeeting into the room again.
Yeah, I should actually distract the Avrakukra before throwing the crown.
Well, as I say, when it comes down to it, I believe we did see that crown. I'm not gonna lie. Theodos had it last.
Where is this Theodas?
I'm going to point back and describe that currently there are some snakes trying to hassle him for the crown. I was running to try and gain our assistance.
Civil war in Omu soon.
With a
I
mighty,
mean, it's not like there was that many people in Ubu anyway, so...
a mighty,
If you can assist us with those snakes, then I can't see any reason why you can't have the crown.
with a mighty flap of his wings, he just jets back in towards the city, towards Theodas, and you just see him dive and just tear apart a snake.
At which point I just throw the crown over my shoulder into the...
And it just into the lava.
It somehow manages to put its thumbs up.
Just as it sinks into the very lava.
I'm going to now try and dash back as quick as I can.
Theodos is
Running past the snakes, like shrugging. I know where I went.
Oh,
No,
Theodos is
no,
just,
no.
like,
Run past
very-
the snakes and tell them, oh yeah, that giant flying bird thing has it now.
oh, don't worry, they're already fighting.
Theodos is just looking at the fire. It's like, well, Omu is way more lively than I remembered.
Yeah, definitely.
So quick
Quick.
quick point of order, because I forgot to mention it when you got out of the tomb, but the following items turn to dust.
Oh.
I
shit, here we
I
go.
know what this is.
The Ring of Protection,
I think that's not.
Papazotl's Amulet of Health,
Fair enough. Okay, bye-bye. Deleting you off my inventory list.
the Pearl of Power, the Wand of Wonder, the Braces of Archery, and the Robe of Scintillating Colours.
Yeah,
Oh,
none,
specifically
got none
all-
of those.
Anything that you got from the gods.
Right.
Anything that linked you to a god is now gone.
Yeah, I still need to fucking find them, but yeah, okay.
So wait, is Riordan still uncannily hairy, or did that fall off too?
No, that has stopped.
That stopped a while ago. A few days ago.
No,
Damn
because
it.
nothing destroys that.
I had a list.
You think?
Nothing that you've tried yet destroys that.
John, question.
Yes,
My strength goes down
yes
now.
it does.
What
Oh,
was
and
my
that
old
health
strength?
Oh, very good question.
Because I don't remember.
That's a very good question. Theodos,
Because I'm fine keeping 23.
your
but,
strength is now 10.
Bye-bye, good strength.
Wait, you had a plus 13?
It makes your strength a certain number.
Seraphine,
Jesus.
So,
uh,
I know my HP goes down.
your health is
By-
now
'cause I know it
44.
added. 44. Okay, not terrible.
You have 8 remaining hit
Great.
points at the moment.
Cool.
I'm sorry, what? I have 8
That
hit
help is
points.
not there anymore.
Oh,
go.
right. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, no.
So I'm like dying. Okay.
I have to realize, do you remember the time when I actually got Ijan's, there was, like, the guy dead there, and he had some stuff there. I had completely forgotten what he had. And
Thank you.
And I found
Did I
it
write
again.
that stuff from Ijin's?
Yeah, there was a guy dead there, and I can't. I
can't remember
can't
if I
find
wrote
the
it. I can't remember if I wrote down stuff that we got. Hold on. No.
If not, I'll just have to look on. I've got it up, but I've just now looked for. Okay, it was,
I do not have it noted down, so
I found it.
you got shat, but I don't know what it was.
Okay, I got the yellow turban is set with perilous stone.
Is that also to Seraphine?
The first one was Renala, second one is CS.
I had a normal magical shield. That's where I got the shield from. A belt pouch containing 500 GP of weathered diamonds. I know crystal eyeballs, one dark and one favorite blue, purple. But I think they're gone now. Those eyeballs.
The eyeballs went into the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a point. Speaking of things that were put into doors, I no longer have various skulls.
You don't? No, they're all in a door too.
Triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. None.
Seraphine.
Yes.
As you watch a pair of giant humanoid snakes fight a large, angry hawk man, which is one of the most unusual sights you've seen in recent days. One of the more unusual sights you've seen in recent days.
At least it's dead things.
You hear a rustling in your ear.
Okay.
Is it who I think it is?
Is it Lotus?
And a small ebony figure with a mask
It's Lotus. It's Lotus.
pokes its head out of your hair and just waves hello.
Hi, Lotus. I know I'm alive. It's crazy.
And he just throws his arms around the side of your face and sort of hugs your cheek. Because that is about as far as he can manage. And then he will just disappear back in your hair.
Fair enough.
And just spends the rest of the day just sort of laying on top of your head, just relaxing.
Let's go.
Orvex. Orvex and Philippe, I can't remember what name was the Nimgar.
Yep.
Orvex and Nimgar come out of the amphitheater as you start leaving. And he just grumpily says, "You're alive then?"
Yes.
Why, he sounds disappointed.
Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting out here? I was going to give you another couple of days and then assume that you had just died the same as everybody else.
No, glad you didn't.
You didn't come home.
He just thrusts Nimgar back at you. This is far too much trouble.
I'm gonna throw him in the tomb.
Sorry, we saved the world, asshole. I'm not saying that, of course.
Sorry you had to wait outside while we were stuck for a week in the fucking tomb, you idiot.
Well done.
We could have dragged you through the fucking tomb.
I just imagine I spent a week in confinement. Can you imagine how tough it is?
I spent a week with nothing but that baby. You spend, as I say, most of the day hiking through Omu.
Could we have a long rest at least?
And then at some point you camp out somewhere nice and safe.
Probably the same area where we had to leave from, like when we actually entered from. There's no other way that we can like this. There's no other way that we can.
This building, I think we camped out that first day.
Probably
Right at the bottom right, bottom right, left, bottom left corner.
The hawk. The hawk.
Right in the corner! Yeah! 10 points! God damn it!
That's always the way.
I am literally gonna run all the way, well, not run, but like get straight to here.
You collapse back into the
I can't move, Reardon.
collapse back into the gatehouse where you had first stayed when you entered Omu.
So, if I recall,
Jesus Christ.
it's all of that way over here.
In this little building here.
I
Yeah.
mean, Robert can easily start, like, continue, just keep going, but I think everyone's like, dude, just calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
By the time you got there, it'd probably be about time to sleep. Like, if you want to go to the jungle,
Yeah, by the time-
you're fine.
Yeah, by the time he hits, like, gets up the hill, right, he just, Romad just basically just falls, and that's it. He's dead.
Romad,
Oh god.
as you camp down for the night,
More likely slunk down the
Pretty
floor,
much
not
just-
getting up anytime soon.
As you pass out for the night,
Yes.
you can feel in your pouch a gemstone.
Oh, the naval gemstone.
It is tugging you. You can feel a sensation coming from it
Naval of the moon.
that is pulling you to the north.
Oh. He's like pulled it all out, saying, "I think this is what shows the way home."
We
He's
can
like,
get
"What?
home easily. We've got the thing that the pixie gave us.
Oh no, this also helps.
The eight Nothics and Carmilla also bed down for the night with you.
Oh, God.
Those little gatehouses a lot more crowded than last time.
I just give this to Theodas to like say, believe it or not, just hold it. You don't know what I mean.
I didn't understand anything you said.
And exactly the point, because his face is full planted down in grass.
Yeah, but then Theodas would say, I don't understand anything you say.
He's literally he's letting you just hold it. Like the navel of it's like a big pearly gemstone, just like hold it. You know what I mean?
Okay, hold.
Theodas, as you take hold of the gemstone, you close your eyes for a moment and you can feel your senses being pulled to the north, but also to the east. You want to go. You know the way. You know you'll be welcomed now. You can go back to your loved ones.
Cool, I'm fine with that.
What?
Do you know the way?
Brother, do you know the way? Wait, if that's so which is pulling you off to where you're supposed to go, I could just imagine Reardon holding it just goes nowhere.
Oh. It's like kind of a nice feeling by the looks of it. So
Is this just gonna be like pass around the gem so we all figure out where we're supposed to go?
it'll just make you feel nice.
Theodas would go to see Seraphine while Renata
Mhm.
goes to ball position to go and sleep. He sits down next to Seraphine
Mhm.
and I'm gonna say that he has a smoking pipe he's gonna take out, start smoking,
Finally, after all these days, I can finally.
and just say, so what's your plan now?
God, after that, I need to find Simon, if he's still alive, that is. He didn't die while I was in the tomb. thought it would be the other way around. You'd find him, then I suppose I'll follow you and Renala back to Evermeet, and then just stay there and never return to Chult, and especially not Omo, ever again.
I can definitely understand this. So I want to find Simon first.
I mean, preferably, yes.
Romad basically
That
muffles
would be
that.
nice.
Gives Seraphine the gemstone.
Okay, hold it.
You take the gemstone, Seraphine, and you close your eyes for a moment. You feel home calling to you, a feeling of warmth and safety to the north.
To the north.
Pretty much walk deep.
She
To
does
the
just
north.
to the north. Not directly to not like here north, like north in general.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
I get the
okay.
same feeling as well. But
Then that's probably
Um,
Romad
Theodas
asked,
would
yeah.
Theodas would say, well, Renala and me and myself are going back to Evermeet as soon as we get to port. So if you're stopping first to find Simon, we'll make a part of the way with you, and at some point we'll go back to Evermeet. You'll be welcome to join us anytime.
Romad actually quickly asked, do you want me to try and use my scrying spell to find him again?
before that, Seraphine will just give Theodas a hug and just say, thank you. And then she will turn to Romad and say, it is worth a shot. And then she'll also, but first, she'll also go and pass the gemstone to Philippe, because Philippe is the closest one to her. Just puts it in his hands. Sure. We sure do.
Philippe, do you close your eyes and concentrate on the gemstones?
Sure.
Is Philippe interested in going home to be with family, or
What does Philippe
What-
want?
At the moment, it would probably be some adventure, discovering more knowledge about the world in general, not basically the darkest secret there ever been.
Just cool stuff.
the gemstone pulls you towards Nimgar?
You hear the gemstone. Eat him. Eat him
Nice.
whole. Feast on his flesh.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just picturing Philippe looking at the gem as he's hearing voice, and then you just de-zoom a bit and you see Theodas actually whispering it in his ear.
Eat him. Eat him.
I will have to pull that one day in my life.
Oh, God.
Can I hand that to them?
It's like a very
So
different version
who
from
hasn't held the
Jurassic
gem actually?
Park.
Reardon, I think?
Reardon
and
hasn't.
Torin hasn't either.
Gives it to Riazan. Riazan yeets it.
Reardon is, I think. You can try. Do what you wish.
Do what you want because of piracy. You are a pirate.
Yaha fiddly dee.
3 wishes at once.
Reardon's head explodes. Yeah, if the three voices decide something different.
We're going to a brothel. No, we are going to a temple.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Close your eyes and focus on it.
Focus on it and let it go.
Let it
Okay.
go.
I close my eyes and focus on the gem. Is something supposed to happen?
You close your eyes, and there isn't anything for a moment.
Rip.
The gem seems confusing. You feel that there's it is tugging you in multiple directions at the same time.
I just imagine Jem is confused. Jem cracks.
It's
Oh god.
it's not just tugging you in a physical direction, but also a metaphysical location. It's not trying to bring you to a place, but also suggesting that you are not ready yet to do what needs to be done.
Oh, that's disappointing.
But it suggests that the more you do, the more you will get towards home eventually. You get the feeling that there is a rest coming, but there is more to be done.
Should have expected that. Right. Okay, Torin. Your turn. I hand you the gemstone.
Takes the gem. He's been kind of like sat back against the wall with his eyes closed, not asleep, but just like not really paying attention to anything.
Precious.
What's this?
You focus on the gemstone, Torin, and you can feel home calling to you. You feel your silver dragon is to the north.
And
Jesus Christ, we're all going to the damn north.
Basically, Cholt is at the south of the world.
Yeah, north is everything else.
Suddenly, you feel your silver dragon is at the north, and then suddenly at the south, and then suddenly the east. It's moving very fast.
You feel the silver dragon is right in front of you. You're right. There's a silver dragon there.
And they say bards constitute dragons. No, but Paladin do.
Yep, Hans is cat now.
Paladin did.
Right, this thing. Yes, they can, but are they able to take that lump?
Torin
Yeah.
smiles a bit at this.
I have it back now.
It's mine now, bitch.
It's telling me to destroy it.
He smiled a bit and just got, whose was this?
Mine!
That was
Mine!
mine, okay.
No! Give it back! Roman's like,
Gives it
I just give it back.
Tosses it back to Rogue.
Thank you. Let's do that scrying.
Alright.
I think we need an intervention, Romad.
What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything.
Alright, scry me up.
There we go. That's all my slots remaining, and then I'll probably
Oh, also
sleep.
gives you the
Necklace.
the necklace. Yeah, by the way.
Scry me up, buddy. What do I see?
You close your eyes.
Which frickin'
Drew
Seraphine
back
is this?
the
Is that way that I can make
curtain.
Seraphine see this with
You don't think there is.
and Rocket go to the moon.
Oh, sorry, that Iblis was Simon for a moment.
Oh, Simon had turned into
Quasi
a
bliss.
giant bird.
Oh, he's alive.
Romad, you close your eyes, and your sense you hear the screeching of a raven, and suddenly
Who did that?
So majestic.
Well,
You
don't know who you're talking about.
you fly.
Oh. Sammy.
You fly at great speed over the jungles of Cholt and the sea back towards the mainland of Faerun.
Sorry.
And suddenly it just punches in, and you land like a graceful raven on the balcony of a treehouse.
Okay. I'm seeing a treehouse.
A treehouse of horror.
And you see within the man that has been described to you as Simon,
I see him.
and he is snoring loudly.
He's asleep.
He's
He's
gone. He's
asleep.
gained so much weight, and he's bald.
He's slightly red-faced.
Yeah, he seemed to be asleep.
He-
But
He's in some grotty underwear. It's
Oh gosh. How far is it? You said last time it was from water deep. How far is it again?
1 moment.
Would Roman know like a path to it or something?
You
like that?
don't know a path to it.
But does he recognize it somehow?
You recognize it as a tree somewhere
Is there,
in
like,
a
a way?
forest.
But it's somewhere not far from deep though.
You know that he has travelled to Waterdeep.
He's travelled to Waterdeep, made a treehouse in a forest in Faerun, near Waterdeep.
Do
I'm
any
gonna
of
roll a
you guys
history
know-
check fully if
was
I
gonna
actually
say, do you
might
guys-
know.
Do any of you guys know any forests near?
He doesn't know. Sorry.
there's a fair few forests.
Theodos has lived around Waterdeep for quite a while, so maybe if Roman describes what he's seen when
Yeah.
he flew over, maybe he recognized
Yeah,
something.
as he flew over, like he describes like the area, like what does he see, John? Like as in like what direction it goes, like if he was flying past his family's home, is it like gone near that area?
You can't tell that so much. It's difficult. It sort of skips the fine details of where you're going. You can see a sign.
Oh, a sign. Sign might help.
Sign says no girls allowed.
Boys Clubhouse. Spelt with a
Boys
Z
Clubhouse.
backwards.
Really?
No, it does not say that. It says Featherglade Furnishings.
Featherglade Finishings. Might actually use that as a way to ask around him deep. That's all I can get. Unfortunately.
Are you saying this as you're in this state, or do you say this all once you come back?
I think does he actually say it like out loud while he's scrying?
You can say it out loud while you're scrying.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether it makes any sense until you get back is a different matter.
Yeah.
You just kept going flubble double rubble.
Habba dabba dabba. Featherglade. Habba dabba dabba dabba.
Featherglade Furniture.
Tree.
Furnishings.
Furnishings. That's all I get.
Interesting. So, he's in a treehouse, in a forest, probably near Waterdeep. He's got a furniture shop, I guess?
Romad,
Seems like it.
you spend about 10 minutes watching him sleep, and he tosses and turns a little in his sleep, and then your senses just snap back to...
I just shivered up last. Can do it again. Ooh, okay. There we go. Someone's walking over my goddamn grave.
don't think he'd be able to do it a second time in a row, but I appreciate it. So I just have to. I have to go to Waterdeep, and I need to ask about Featherglade furnishing.
I'm assuming I might have.
Umbrella Featherglade.
Sorry,
Yeah.
myself. I've been much
Light
too
as a
much.
feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I'm sure that I've got. Well, I'm close to like the families, so like certain families that can help.
Riordan,
Mm-hmm.
are you trained in, or are you proficient in Arcana?
I am not proficient in Arcana.
Okay.
In fact, I have 0 points in Arcana.
Cool.
You're doing this.
I'm don't get me wrong. There's always a chance that one of the other voices in my head might be able to help me out, though I imagine Safe probably won't, and Gorley probably doesn't know.
Romad, are you trained in Arcana?
I believe I am. I mean, I've got proficiency. in
Cool.
it.
Uh,
That is.
Romad and Riordan.
Riordan.
Mm-hmm.
Romad, can you make me an Arcana check? Riordan, can you make me an Intelligence check?
Absolutely. 6.
So Rihanna, you know this.
Romad,
Yes.
you clutch the gem and you pass out face first into the floor
What the?
What?
and go to sleep.
What the
Man?
Is that supposed to happen?
You go to sleep
I
as
don't
normal,
think so.
not just passing out. You eventually, whenever you're ready, go to sleep.
You naturally fall asleep.
What we're getting at is you don't just pass out.
It's not
I
like,
think
it's not like just falls flat.
To be honest, he would do it anyway because he is pretty tired. So he's like, he just ran from here. Okay.
In the middle of the night, Romad, a
No, I'm just thinking about that.
vision just comes to you. You
Yes.
are suspended in space. A
Oh, for fuck's sake!
grey void with pinpricks of light.
But I'll be on the constellation of freaking B team.
And beams of light shoot out of these pinpricks, and you can see them trailing off into the distance. And every so often, one of these beams of light will split and then go in two separate directions, and then one of them will vanish and the other one will continue on. And then the beams of light, the many hundreds and thousands of beams of light in this near infinite space just weave together and apart and cross over, and then some of the lights just come to an end naturally and wink out, and some of them come to an end, and then some dark force sprouts from that beam of light and continues off from there, and this beam of blackness splits the same as the beams of light.
I don't like the stream anymore.
Um,
I don't want to stream anymore.
David Hasselhoff appears. He's wearing a very tight jumper.
Oh, baby. Give me some of that.
but you see another beam of light that looks different to the others in some way.
Oh.
It is, whereas the others are a sort of silvery white light, this beam of light is golden in colour.
Okay.
And you focus in on this beam of light. And as you do, it sort of, you get closer to it, and it becomes something that you more focus upon. And you see the life of a dragonborn, his sister thrown into a pit, and at this moment 2 beams of light split out, and one of them you can see that he doesn't do anything. He stands frozen, and that beam of light just winks out. And the other beam of light, you see him charge, grabbing whatever weapon he can find, and diving into the pit, slaying the beast that's in there, but finding the dead body of his sister. You see another beam of golden light nearby, and as you focus on it, you see the life of a tabaxi.
I'm getting the Tomb of Annihilation backstory, aren't I?
And there is a split in this beam of light.
Yeah.
And you can see the events where Philippe...
Yeah. It's literally the...
You can see him and his sister and his childhood friend. And in one beam of light, they got taken... All of them got taken as slaves. And that beam of light winks out. And you can see the beam of light with Philippe watching as his childhood friend was taken away. You see 6 more beams of golden light, 7 in total. And you know that they are all your friends and yourself.
Huh. No, that was a rollercoaster of emotions right there.
And something awakens within you. And you know there's a spark of arcana that you've never felt before. A new form of magic awakens in your mind this night.
It fills me with determination.
Oh,
Now I'm tempted to play Undertale. I've got the thing in my head now.
Romad,
Continue. Oof.
it will take you some time to study and to work out exactly what this means, but you have, through a mix of fate and potential and interacting with the soulmonger, you have uncovered the foundation of dunamancy.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh my
what?
god! Dunamancer! Dunamancer! That's the well-known thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What is do? No, you know what? Never mind. Tell me later. Tell me later. I'll find out later. It's all good.
How are you travelling back to Port Nyanzaru?
We still have access to the fucking thing of the little people
Yeah, the pixie
Oh, the-
teleportation thing.
The tree dimension door
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
And
So
that,
we'll use
please.
that.
You spend a couple of hours walking into the jungle and finding a tree large enough to be able to accept all of you,
Including the Nothics.
including the Nothics and
Go
Carmilla.
with me, guys. Come on. We can't leave them behind.
That's a fucking big tree.
It's a fucking big forest.
Romad, thoughts are just whirling in your head at the moment, and you're pretty much constantly noting them down. Your glass is firmly fixed to your face.
I forgot about the glasses.
You're just filling page after page of parchment with the thoughts that are just flowing through you this morning.
Yeah.
Never knew you were a writer.
No, I just have troubles with my eye. When it gets around this age, it's a kind of a heritage. It's like kind of a gene thing. Around this age, I'll lose a little bit of my eyesight.
Oh no, I meant more for the sake I haven't seen you write so much, and I've never seen you write so much.
It's been a while. I'm just gonna.
You get to a tree, and who has the key to this?
Me.
Probably Torin's got everything.
You place
He has everything.
you place the rock to the tree, and the bark rips open and spreads apart to form a doorway. And you have 6 seconds to get through.
Everyone,
So
charge!
literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Well, mind
all
you,
the way
if
down.
you-
I think the best thing for this would be literally Torin kind of stays behind and keeps opening it.
Well, the other side of things, if you think about it, 6 seconds is 1 turn. Everyone can move that fast in 1 turn.
But not all in the same spot, not all 50,000 of it.
Well, it really depends. If we all gather around as
I
quick as we
think
can,
it will take
right up
2
to the
trees. I think
Okay.
it will take 2 attempts to get through. So the tree opens, and as many of you as you can just charge through the
I'll stay
tree,
back with the Nothics.
and then the tree seals itself shut, and then Torin presses the
Okay.
rock to the tree again, and it tears itself open, and a corridor.
3, 2, 1,
And
charge!
you and you and the remaining Nothics and Torin just into the tree, and suddenly you are back in Port Nyanzaru.
Wow.
Or at least
Also, something
Uh,
I just realized we might want to do before we, all go our separate ways. Torin was holding a bunch of our shit in the bag of holding. Should we just do it?
Ah, Jesus.
you are
That's a point. Gonghammer's gone as well.
Oh yeah, we also need to see the guy who hired us in the first place.
I mean there's a couple of things to do.
Fair point.
You are back once again in the tropical town of Port Nyanzaru. You can see the colourful buildings, the bright shades of blue and green and orange and salmon pink, murals of reptiles and mythical heroes. And suddenly this just wave of colours that is so different to the greens of the jungle or the greys of the tomb becomes nearly overwhelming.
I almost forgot there were other colours.
Yeah.
In the distance you see the dome of the temple, a shining gold colour. You head to the villas of the merchant princes, and meet with Wakanga Otuma, where Sindra was intending to stay. And Sindra seems in fine health now. And Sindra offers to pay for your transport back to the mainland.
And pay us what they owed us.
And pays what they owe you.
Cool. Fuck this place.
Might have to pay just a bit extra because a couple people find midway, like Ron, Seraphine, and Renala. The Nothics don't need payment. They should be.
Say that again, my friend. You know I can understand you if you're speaking.
You
If I
you
listen.
don't understand this.
Oh, it's a language, isn't
Nope.
it?
He's just
Oh, it's not.
he's
a
just
language.
hissing.
Oh,
And
don't worry. You guys can have my share.
Your hovercraft is full of eels?
as you leave Wakanga's palace, you can see that statues have already started to be carved of you.
Huh.
Aw, that's nice.
That's kind of creepy, actually. Is it of what they remember we looked like before we arrived, or is it something which that
What?
They are of the group that they remember sending off into the jungle, and there are notes coming back now that you have returned, and they're bringing out more lumps of
Reardon
marble.
is very different in comparison.
The one carbon Riordan's like, for fuck's sake, pushes the stone.
But you can see that there is a Taurin for Lee, for Theodas. You can see 3 new lumps of marble being brought forth to be carved into Romad and Seraphine and Renala.
So one kind of regular size, 2 kind of small.
Yeah.